Welcome in, everybody. Pick 6, Week 7. A lot of importance to these games as we are almost at playoff time, which is wild to think about. This season really is flying by.
And we almost got rained on fully again on a Friday night. Rain did not come in until later on.
It's funny, I wrote that in the prompter, and I was like, wait a second, Ian did get rained on. But we'll get to that.
I did, yeah. Wait till you see it. Unbelievable scene in that game. We'll get to all of our games here in a second, but we have one to kick us off. Our primetime matchup, Nick. In the top spot in D3A on the line, Middletown visiting Lincoln.
Some of Lincoln's recent champions recognized before the game tonight. Track and field star Jillian Leahy, now at Brown University, and the boys volleyball squad showing off the bling after taking home the D2 title in the spring. These Lions ready to root on the unbeaten football team against Middletown. And how about the national anthem tonight? Take a listen. That young man's name, Julian Ondas, a.k.a. Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, James Hendrix in the house.
That was awesome. All right, now to the game, in Middletown striking first in this one. Quarterback Julian De La Cruz fakes a handoff, throws a dart to Cam Miller for the touchdown. 7-0 visitors taking the early lead. Then in the second, Islanders strike through the air again. De La Cruz to R.J. Wiggins. That grab making it 14-0. Middletown rocking the first 24 minutes. Stayed that way through the third quarter. First play of the fourth. Trent Ames gets the rock like the old department store. He'll give you what you need. That's a TD. Tiptoeing inside the pylon into your living rooms. Extends it to 21-0. Visitors in control. The only flub of the night for the away team comes a couple minutes later. Middletown fumbles a snap at midfield. Ravi Kapadia hops on the pigskin for the Lions. So they get an extra opportunity, but they couldn't capitalize. The Islanders defense stopping them, and then they go into clock-killing mode when they get the ball back. Julian Gilman with the big run. Middletown bleeds away the time. Tick, 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 as my friend Boomer would say. Islanders win 21-0, handing Lincoln its first loss and earning an inside track to the top seed in Division 3A for the playoffs. The conductor of the symphony tonight for Middletown is our Week 7 primetime performer. Obviously, a lot of support here for our Week 7 Pick 6 primetime player. It is Middletown quarterback Julian De La Cruz. Julian, first of all, obviously a lot of guys you can spread the ball around to on the field. How nice is it to look around and say, like, wow, I got a lot of guys that can make plays?
Yeah. Like I said, we have the best skill position in the state. Skill group, no matter what division we are, we'll outspeed anybody. We can throw the ball up, run, doesn't matter.
And obviously we see that on full display tonight. Coming into this game, your mindset here against Lincoln, a team that's unbeaten. You know, what are you guys thinking coming on the road? You know, what's your mindset?
I mean, we had our best practice of the week this week. We were all locked in, high energy, and we know we had to dethrone these kids and take the consecutive back-to-back.
To be able to attack in different ways, I'm sure, is a nice luxury to have.
Of course, because we can spread the field with the pass, but that opens up the run game. And our dogs up front, their line, they've been playing their off all season.
Obviously, you got one more game left here, regular season, but how nice is it to know that, hey, you win next week, number 1 seed here can be locked up.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to go out, do what we do, practice good, and then get ready for playoffs.
Julian De La Cruz, our primetime player for Week 7. Julian, congratulations again. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. A dominant performance tonight by Middletown. Really impressed with their offense, really impressed with that young man, Julian De La Cruz. And all the guys that have been playing together, somebody told me they've been playing together since Pop Warner. You could see the chemistry tonight, and it earns them a big win.
Middletown slept on throughout this entire season. Some people forget, we didn't forget, that they went to the championship game last year, came up a little bit short, a revenge tour for the Islanders. A lot of guys returning, and big win going into Lincoln on homecoming.
Yep.
And the Islanders come away with a huge, huge victory, handing Lincoln their first loss of the season.
Playing spoiler. All right, let's get to the rest of the night's games. The annual night game at Moses Brown tonight. They bring in the portable lights for this one every year, which is cool. The Quakers hosting West Warwick. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Will Miles Craddock please stand up? Yup. He's back. The Moses Brown running back in the field for the Quakers, carrying the load. Long run in the first half. I said, can I have your attention, please? Would Miles Craddock please stand up? That big run that he had sets up a touchdown scamper a little later, helps the Quakers take a lead into halftime. Moses Brown blanks West Warwick under the Friday night lights. 21-0, the final.
Give me a P.
P.
Give me an O. Give me an N.
N.
Give me an O.
O.
What's that spell?
Pono.
Pono-Gansett
Okay.
hosting Mount Hope on homecoming night out in North Situate, Gloucester. Chieftains up 2 scores at halftime, and the Huskies trying to keep it that way. This pass broken up by the goal line by Erod, Evan Rodriguez. They get the ball back after a 4th down stop, but the green guys take it back. Then they find Pater. Jason Pinsent coming right at the pick 6 camera and to the end zone. That's their 19th point. That's the last one they'd score, winning tonight, 19-6. All right, folks, the champ is here. Xavier Truss, Georgia Bulldog national champion, back at Hendricken as the Hawks face Mike Washington's Central team in the Division I finale. A great ball game here. Tied at 21 in the 4th quarter. Oscar Weah jumping over the line, taking defenders with him into the end zone. The Hawks take a 28-21 lead. Ensuing drive, Central's Ivani Rodriguez hits Demetrius Outland, and he's out open in the middle of the field. The Central bench hyped up. The Knights would punch it in a few plays later, 28-28. With 2 minutes left, the skies in Warwick open up, as you can see. Nick Coit, he's the singer here.
Okay.
It's Ron J in the rain.
In the rain.
It's Ron J
in the rain.
sliding past the pylon. It's a slip and slide into the end zone, 35-28 late in the ball game. Last chance for the visitors here. 4th down, the quarterback avoids the rush and takes off for the sticks, takes a hit, forced out of bounds about 2 yards short. Turnover on downs in the final minute, and the Hawks kneel it out. Hendricken, undefeated in Division I play, 35-28 after another battle with the Central Knights.
Always a battle between those two teams. Wow. Division 4 matchup at Bryant University tonight. Smithfield hosting Exeter. West Greenwich proud co-op late in the game. It's everybody's favorite play in the playbook. It's a victory formation kneel down.
Yep.
We got there as the Scarlet Knights took the knee to run the clock down and seal the victory. EWG Prout celebrates. Yes, they can celebrate now. A 28-7 win. The Scarlet Knights now improved to 6-1, right on the tail of Davies in the D4 standings. Having a great year.
It's every football team's favorite play. Just not great for highlights, but
Right.
that's all right. You get what you get. Coach and quarterback in Barrington, Sandy Gorham and Alex McClellan trying to stay undefeated in D2, hosting Portsmouth. The Eagles down in the red zone, but the red team makes a play. Hayden August wraps the quarterback up for a loss, keeping it a 2-score game until later that same drive. McClellan calls his own number again, high-stepping into the end zone and almost into the soccer nets. Eagles up
Easy.
3 scores in the first half. They were not done. They go on to win 40-6.
Here comes Cranston West. Here they are onto the field to meet Mount Pleasant in a D2 showdown tonight. Thanks to SVI Sports. Tony Barretto for these highlights. Kilty's feeding the big man Benjamin So untouched. 70-yard touchdown. Let our cameraman can't even catch up with him. Would be 8-0 MP. Later in the first, the Falcons knocking on the door. Callan Cornell takes it in. It was a 2-point game at halftime, but Mount Pleasant puts the pedal to the metal in the second half. 38 unanswered points to wrap up this game. There he goes again. So, you want a victory? Well, I'll take you there. 46-6. The final Mount Pleasant wins it.
Giving away free t-shirts in Cranston Stadium. Everybody engaged for Cranston East. And
We want a free t-shirt, right?
who wants a
t-shirt?
t-shirt? Thunderbolts up 8-0. The Raiders get on the board. Wilfred Martinez alone in the sideline. Catch and score, cutting the deficit to 8-6. Shea threatening before the half, but East gets into the backfield, and Christian Hainu has the sack to stop the Raiders for the time being. Later on, Shea looking for a field goal to try and take the lead, but how about the special teams coming through? Blocked by the Bolts. East stays in the lead at halftime. They end up winning this one, 22-14, the final. We're going to show that one to Brendan Schooler.
We like it. Finally in Massachusetts tonight, thanks to our friends at New Bedford Cable for these highlights. Greater New Bedford Voc Tech hosting Apponequet in a South Coast Blue Clash. First half, Bears on the board, going to the air. Jaden Reese, Jonah Rivera. Can you get a whop for that? Whoop! That was nice. Begins a sprint down the sideline to the promised land. Home team gets on the board, and then the Bears would hold on to that lead thanks to their kicker, Connor McManus. Dude's got a boot. 3 field goals after 2 TDs, helping Greater New Bedford Voc Tech win it tonight, 23-14, the final.